Digits on the beat.
What's good, my man?
What up?
So, you ready to embark on this journey?
Of course, man. What's up?
All right, let's go. Let's go. So, man, what you been working on?
Man, I just switched my major to journalism. That just like really opened up a lot of avenues for me because now I can really just focus on what I really want to do, which was, doing production, doing journalism, writing stories, blogs, interviewing people, just anything in media. I can really just dive into that in full.
Man, that's hype. But shoot, let me go ahead and get you to these maximized questions. You feel me?
Hey, what's up, man?
So, hey, right now, who's your favorite artist? Top 3.
Right now, who I'm listening to the most is Big Sean. I mean, I'm from Detroit, so
Yeah.
like I listen to Big Sean more than any artist as of right now. I just feel like he just has a great flow, real creative mind, and all the collabs that he does with like Metro, Travis Scott, and 21 Savage. I love Big Sean. Like that's my dude for real.
I mean, you got to put on for the city, man.
Yeah,
Detroit.
for sure.
All right, you got any other 2?
There's 21, there's Travis. Mainly for me, like I'm loving the producing side of it though. A lot of people give praise to the artists, but just to see, Metro and Zaytoven like really just putting their stuff out there and, like just doing all these collabs and just all this music in general. It's great to see that the behind the scenes producers just like putting themselves out there.
Yeah, man, that's hype, man. Like, I love seeing music that's well put together, and that's what Big Sean does.
And what I like the most about Big Sean is that, he kind of separates himself from that stigma of, Detroit music, Like, there's a lot of Detroit rappers that, come on talking about, drugs and finessing and scamming.
There's nothing wrong with Detroit rap.
There's nothing wrong with it, like, I'm from there and I listen to that type of music, but to see Big Sean, introduce a more contemporary style, he can go from, being from the hood, to talk about, his success story. And he has relatable music for any type of audience, which is why I really mess with him, because he can go from, hard to, real thought-provoking within the same song.
Yeah, and that's lit, man. If you gonna be an artist, you gotta be versatile, period, man. And talking about artists, there's a lot of new artists coming onto the scene. So, you got a new favorite artist, and also, what makes you just drawn to a new artist,
For me, artists are the showcase of creativity. And I feel like people lose sight of that. You have a lot of artists that come into the industry or come into any industry and they're trying to copy the style of a lot of different, artists within that field. But when you have artists that separate themselves from the masses and, create their own content, you can tell that this is authentic, this is them, this is what they do. And it doesn't just sound like, everybody else from the same area that they're from or just, everybody that's in the industry now. As an artist, it's up to you to separate yourself from the masses and, appeal to an audience, but to show you and who you are and what you do.
Right. I kind of feel like with this generation, it's a lot of people, they get confused of paying homage to people to, copying the swag,
Right. Yeah.
I can get, because, that's just paying homage to the game, kind of using the style, but kind of making it your own, so it's kind of unique, but at the same time, you're like, okay, I got this flow from the Migos.
Right.
But you can't just steal the Migos flow. You got to make it your own,
Right.
And that's just a part of the game I feel like is getting, overlooked.
Yeah, like we're starting to see a lot more artists, just starting to wash out. You have a lot of one-hit wonders and trend rappers as opposed to seeing guys that have some longevity, because they get too caught up in, if Migos can do the, mumble rap, then I could do the mumble rap because they're successful with it. But y'all have to understand, Migos has their own style, their own flavor that they put on it. But if you're just blatantly trying to, copy the Migos style, you're just going to be a Migos clone.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like a lot of these newer artists, they lose sight of that, which is why they'll be popping for like a year or two or a summer or two, and then out of nowhere they just fall off the face of the earth.
Yeah, man. Can only copy a swag too long. The authentic one's always gonna win. That's how I feel, at least.
Right. Yeah.
Man, but shoot. So right now, you in the party. you trying to get it jumping, what song you gonna play?
Man, I don't know. 'Cause, like you want to invoke the crowd, but for me, I'm not much of a partier. You know, I'm not much of a partier, and
understandable.
For me, you know, like I have my own little dorm room turn-ups, my own little apartment turn-ups or whatever, you know, within my own realm, because I'm not really much of a, you know, go out and, you know, get just turn up with the boys like that all the time. One song that like I've been listening to heavy though, is off of the collab that Big Sean did with 21. Is Pull Up and Wreck, you know.
Oh yeah,
I play that song like all the time, and it's just like every time the beat drop, you know, pull up and wreck, pull up and wreck. Like every time it come on, man, you know, I'm just like, okay, yeah, let me just tune in. Like I can't, you know, it's songs that you can play out loud or play on speakers, but there's certain songs you have to have headphones in. Like you have to just, you know, either blast it on some speakers or you have to have headphones in and really just tune everybody out to it. So that's me right there. Pull Up and Wreck.
Yeah, and you brought up an interesting point too, of like, you know, how you listen to music affects how you know perceive it.
Right.
And, you know, that's kind of like the Maximum Audio's mission. You know, kind of to change the perspective of how people hear music. And you know, can I get your thoughts a little bit of you know, how important sound quality is and what effect it has on you as a person and the quality of music and how you perceive it?
For me, I feel like a lot of people, you know, when it comes to like wanting to blast their music, they consider, you know, anything that's real bass heavy to be like, oh man, like this is kicking. But at the same time, it's like, you know, okay, I don't mind having, you know, some heavy 808s, but I still want to hear some hi-hats. I still want to hear the highs and the lows because, you know, like I said before, it's the producers that don't get enough love. So I want to be able to hear, you know, the rappers and their lyrics. I want to be able to hear the highs and lows. I want to hear the hi-hats, the transitions between the rhythms and all that. I want to hear everything that comes to the song, not just you turning your bass all the way to 100 just to hear the boom, boom, boom of a song. Like that just ruins it for me. And all this like real bass heavy, you know, music that we hear nowadays, I'm like, like I just can't rock with that.
You know, like you real deal pick up. Like, have you ever like been walking around and you got your headphones in, and you like, you know this song, you just got one headphone in,
right?
You just hear him saying one ad lib.
Exactly.
You're like, dang, hold on, what's going on?
Yeah, like we hear that a lot now, where you know you'll have producers that'll intentionally, you know, put like the kicks on one ear, but then put like the hi hats on the other, and so one headphone happens to fall out, you only hearing the hi hats. You like, wait, hold on, where's my beat at? Where's my tempo at? But then when you put both the headphones back in, it's like, oh, everything come back together, and it's just harmony.
Yeah, man, that junk is so sweet. I love like that aspect of music. It's about that time, man. We gonna do our tradition. So you got a song that you gotta have to play for me. This one song that you want to play in the Maximized car. You know.
I think you already know what song I'm about to play, man. You think you already know what song I'm about to play?
Pull up, yeah, pull up. Pull up with the spark, hit you in the dark. Whoa. Tear your ass apart when you swim with sharks. I'm in the car like Tony Stark's, cause I'm that smart. Going 106 and park like I'm in my yard. Sideways. And motherfuck the camera time. I need family time. I need go see Uncle John in Atlanta time.
I just wanna let you know, I appreciate you coming out, you know, doing this, you know, interview with me.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, spreading the knowledge, maximizing these people's lives and experiences with me.
Yeah, no problem.
You got any shout out for, you know, any projects you working on, social media?
Hey, just follow me on Instagram at i.m.daniel.son. Keep me posted on, you know, on my blog posts, any project I got going on. You know, I'm gonna put it on there. Just, you know, go ahead and follow me. i.m.daniel.son on Instagram.
All right, for sure, man. Good looks.
No problem.